Without any further ado, I'm going to dive into the presentation on the MPRDA Amendment Act and the implications of it. First of all, can I just see a show of hands, how many people here are involved in mining? Okay, so we do have quite a few people with an interest in mining. So what has happened here? We've always had this friction between minerals, the minerals department, and the environmental department. You have your mining rights, you have your mining environmental authorizations, you have a waste license, you might have a water license, you have atmospheric emissions license, and all of these things have to be in place, and it follows basically the same type of processes. So obviously these things need to be streamlined because currently it's scattered all over the show. We're trying to get government departments to work together, but we're not having a lot of success with this.
It's really important for us to keep our eye on these national frameworks. It's not because it really places an obligation on us as the operators, but it is important because we need to know where the department is going. It says you may not destroy any waste by burning. However, in terms of the Explosives Act, you need to burn it. So there's a little bit of a contradiction there. So the question that I got from one of our clients was that they're a service provider, they have different clients, but they are one organization. So they have different areas where they are accumulating general waste. So that question was, should they now look at all of those and report it together, or should they look at all the individual areas and the individual facilities of all their clients and calculate it separate? And basically what it boiled down to is you have to look at them all separately.
Those are the activities with the higher thresholds or higher throughputs or higher volumes. And how do they work? They require a full scoping and environmental impact assessment process as prescribed by the EIA regulations. So that's the more involved one, taking 2 to 3 years and keeping everybody busy for quite some time. They were operating a tannery, and they were tanning animal hides for use in the automotive industry, for seat covers and dashboards and whatnot. For that activity, you require an emissions license, at that state an APA license. Why? Because it makes a very bad smell. It creates hydrogen sulfide in the tanning process, which has got an extremely bad smell. And that also reacts with water vapor to make an acid. Right, so now what happened is right next to them, there was an area where vehicles were stored from the manufacturers as a collection point prior to going to the different retail areas. So the vehicle company storing the vehicles and the staff there felt that they were very negatively affected by the fumes. Number one, it smelled so bad you couldn't really operate in the area, the staff. And number two, it could pose a risk to the vehicles. The vehicles could get rust because of the high acidity in the area.
In the general authorization, she'll have to go and look at the actual criteria as well as the definition to see if that product that you are disposing falls within the definition.